that didn't work out too well for me until I learned to actually take a step back, widen my view, look at the landscape here, and do a little bit better of a job of knowing or seeing what was going on around me.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Brett. And on the other side, how being perceptive can be helpful in your global international endeavors. My stories, I have multiple of those, but I think the headline of those stories was being that teenage boy being ripped out of his native cultural environment and placed into an area that was completely new to him. And while I had that tunnel vision initially, as you can see on that slide that we're sharing, there were so many distractions going on that I was tempted to have the tunnel vision and phase out and ignore what's being presented to me in terms of information around me. I quickly realized that my curiosity took over. And when you allow your curiosity to take over and be sidetracked into some of these, maybe you consider them rabbit holes, but you may actually be getting the clues that will lead you to the win, so to say, or to the successful connection by paying attention to those subtle clues that are interspersed here and there. It's like, I heard a new verb the other day in the English language, which as a German shouldn't have surprised me, but somebody said, I Hänseled and Greteled it for them. So if you're familiar with Grimm's fairy tales, Hansel and Gretel, Gretel left these breadcrumbs along the way for her to be found, right? So if you're paying attention to these little clues, to these to this barrage of information that's coming to you, yes, there will be some that will be redundant to you, but being perceptive to information pieces that you would otherwise disregard because you're so focused on getting to your goal, sometimes getting to the goal isn't the actual goal. Sometimes paying attention to the supposedly little things along the way will be what you need in order to successfully connect with somebody from another culture. And connection means success. Connection means building a relationship. Connection means maybe closing a deal or averting disaster. It doesn't always have to be a monetary win. It could simply be salvaging the relationship and continuing forward and exploring new opportunities. Now, Brett, we talked about this before we went on the call. We decided that we going to put a date on our 7 times 37 minutes. Brett, what did we come up with? What can people expect of us?
We started on the 22nd, was it, when we were discussing that? The 22nd of July?
So we will begin 7 days on the 22nd of July. That's a Wednesday, so we'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we'll take the weekend off. And we'll continue 4 days the week after, July 27th through the 30th. So we'll be working with you 37 minutes on each of these days. And we will start at 17 minutes past the hour, or at 47 minutes past the hour if you're dialing in from India. So this concludes today's session, Perception versus Tunnel Vision, 7 minutes, 7 days, 7 success strategies. I will see you all again tomorrow, and so will Brett. Final thought, Brett?
Well, yes, be aware that if you're in tunnel vision and you see a light, be perceptive, because it may be a train coming at you and you may have to step off. So exactly. Take stock of your surroundings and be a successful global leaders.
Excellent. Thank you. You all have a wonderful start in the week, and we'll all see you tomorrow at 11 minutes to the hour.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
See you.